Welcome back to Max's Garage Mahal, and we are here today to discuss this thing I showed you in the past, and this is a plastic welding and soldering staple gun. What that means is it's a piece of crap. It's a model H50, and I got it from QER-72 on eBay, but there's thousands of people sells this piece of crap. Now then, I'm using very nasty words there. I'm sure there's a few of them that worked, but there's a lot of reviews on eBay and Amazon that shows these things just absolutely do not work. And as it says here, the voltage is 115, 120, 60, 50, 60 hertz. And it's a 50 watt power supply, and it measures 23 160 by 45. Okay, with all that said, surely you remember this gun. I'm not going to go into all the details, just I'm going to point you back to the other video. What I want to know is, do you want me to show you how I made this? Notice this little plug-in right here? It is now battery operated. I used a pair of batteries out of a 2008 HP laptop that were flat dead, had been dead for years, and I did the Max's AED shock method and then got them to recharge. And when I did this right here, right in here, I did this with the batteries with less than half charge in them, and I was surprised it did it. They didn't have enough charge to make the staple glow orange. So if you want me to show you how to do that, then I will show you in the videos. Now I'm going to put some footage and some pictures of what this looked like inside, and if you remember, it had a drop down power supply or transformer in it, so you had 115 coming in, going to the switch, the transformer, and then it had 4 leads coming off of the transformer. One of them was just two was just strictly for the little LED light that was in here. I hadn't put that in yet. I will do that. And the other 2 just came to these leads here. When you put the staple in, which we will choose one here real quickly, but it didn't matter to me, any of them I guess is good. I don't tear something up first, which looks like I'm about to do. Well, you got to know this stuff is never choreographed here. I'm just going to pull the first one, and that's the little, actually it's the narrowest one that's in here. I don't even know how many of these things I've used so far, but I'm going to tell you something. If you remember, this case come in with the lid on this wouldn't stay on. The let's see, here you go. See if I can get this where you can see it. Can you see this staple right here? This is holding this tab on right here. I glued that on there, stapled that back on with this stapler. Also, this hinge right here was broken when I got it, and these 2 parts right here were broken when I got it. So I repaired all that with my battery operated, and I need to give this a model name. What do y'all think I ought to call it? You know it's going to have Max's Garage Mahal in it somewhere, or MGM, so what do you think? Put the comments down below. So what we're going to do now, real quickly, is we're going to take this staple right here, if you can see it, right here, put it in the end of the gun. Now can you see that? Alright, we're going to put that staple in there. We're going to find some place I can put another staple. This is already zipped together pretty hard, pretty heavy with staples. And I'm going to tell you something real quickly. This motorcycle fender it's cracked pretty severely all the way around from here down to here. It was broken. It had a big gap in it. And this is a 2002 motorcycle. I wasn't about to spend $150 or $75 for a set of plastics. Now watch my chest muscles. You'll see this thing flexing. I wish I had chest muscles. All right, now I'm going to pull on it this way. Can you see this? That's pretty stout. Okay, but you don't care. And I could look through the shop. I couldn't find nothing else to fix because I was overjoyed that I had this thing working, because I spent weeks on this thing using every combination that I saw anyone else use, every combination, all of you guys that talked to me either through email or Facebook or called me on the phone. We talked about several different methods. I tried them all. I've got a bunch of stuff laying out here. I need to show you how it works, but that's for another video. So let's see. I need a flat place. Well, I'm sorry I can't find a flat place. So let's see here. Let me find something else maybe I can work on. I don't really want to put a staple on the outside. Tell you what, let's do, just for the heck of it, alright, do you see, can you see this crack right here? Outside this crack. Let me see if I can do this where y'all can see it. Alright, let's see if you can see that. Let me get where I can see what y'all see, because I'm trying to get where you can see it and I'm out of the picture. Alright guys, so here we go. Now we're going to twist that just a little bit. Whoop, I got carried away trying to do a production here. Alright, I don't even know if y'all can see that. I think I was too busy watching this, wasn't watching what y'all could see. It's pretty hard without somebody on that camera. Gotta let that cool. And normally that would just pull right out of there. I don't know what I did. That's the way, oh, there it is. Okay. Now then, there it is. Right there. Right here. Alright, now, you take your little cutters and you cut these things off right down here at the bottom. I have found, had I realized I was going to make this video, and I had prepared for this, I have found that if you go ahead and put a little crimp or cut mark down toward the bottom of these things, where you know that gives you a depth mark, and then when you take these things out, you can just take it, flip it back and forth, and it'll break off. Okay, so that shows you how my little miracle MGM miracle solder gun, how well that works, how fast it works. And if I had somebody on the camera, you could have seen how it really works. But anyway, I don't. Any volunteers out there in the Searcy, Arkansas area, give me a holler. We'll try to work together. Anyway, you need you one of these guns, but it's going to be, all you're buying is just that tip, this housing, and the trigger, because that's all you're going to use. You're going to put a pair of 18650 batteries in it. You're going to need some diodes, and that's it, really, and some wire. Oh, and you will need one of these little female sockets right here. Did I let you look at that long enough? Well, for some reason the old camera here's been a little bit of a butt. There you go. And then you need that to recharge your batteries. Okay, hope you got something out of this. I hate to tell you this, guys, much as I hated this little machine, I have now fallen in love with it because it does the job. You're not tethered to a cable or a cord while you're using it, and it recharges when you're back on the road again. So if you want me to show you how to make that work, comment down below and we'll see if we can. I hate to take that thing back apart again, but we'll do that. We'll lay out all the parts that came in it. We'll lay out all the various versions that I tried so that you can try it too. I really wanted to put a relay, a 12-volt relay in it, and I had one in it, and I really did like that because that relay, I'll look up the name and I'll put it up above me here. Great people. They make a 12-volt relay that has a light in it so that when power goes through it, the light's on, so you know your relay is working. You don't have to worry about testing. If that light's not on, the relay is not working. Pretty simple. Well, the way I was going to do that is I was going to run that little light out the back so that I know that the coil, the step down, was making it work. It was also, now I do have a 10 amp car flat blade fuse in here so that either during charging or operations, rather than burn up the machine, it'll blow the fuse. And I tested that with some lower amp fuses, and I burn up 3 of them pretty quickly, so I know that works. Okay, so I've tested all this to make sure that, let's say I have to drive 25-30 miles and fix something. When I get there, it's going to work. So anyway, I was going to put the fuse come out the side so that if the little fuse, all you can look and see if it's blown, pull it out, replace it. So let me know if you want to see that done, how that's going to operate, or how this one operates right now. I'm not going to go through all the things we could do. I don't do well with electronics, as you can see, or I'd had that working weeks ago. So I appreciate you watching. If you got anything out of this, I'd appreciate your subscription. If you'd subscribe, hit that like button. Need a lot of likes. Share these videos if you would. And as we always say here at MaxsGarajMahal, y'all come back and see us now, you hear?